What is up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shred Show Live. I am your host, Josh Pitts. I'm coming to you from my studio this morning, and it's just me. We're hanging out, we're chilling, and I'm talking about something from a podcast that I heard yesterday from some of my favorite people in the world, Lewis Howes and Kevin O'Leary, and we're talking about doing things that scare the shit out of you today. So you're not going to want to miss this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Join us as we shred. On this one. So ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Welcome back. I'm excited to be getting into this morning. And yes, this one may be a little more of a adult audience because I am going to use some profanity on this one. So all you boys listening, all you younger generation audience, I'm giving you a warning now, but I'm going to be talking about doing things that scare the shit out of you, because sometimes in this world, as human beings, we get nervous, we get scared. That's just human nature. That's how we're built. That's how we're programmed, which is totally okay. Now, I want to make sure I'm very, very clear on this. When it comes to doing some things, when it comes to jumping off a bridge or doing something stupid, I'm not quite talking about that. But what I am talking about is when it comes to business, when it comes to building your brand, when it comes to doing something new. I was listening to a podcast yesterday with Lewis Howes and Kevin O'Leary. Many of you know who Kevin O'Leary is. He's one of the sharks on Shark Tank. Built, incredibly successful businesses over the years. And, they were talking on this podcast. And Lewis Howes asked Kevin O'Leary about this story that he shared. And the story that Kevin shared was this lady who has just done something that nobody else has done within the business world. She took a startup. She wasn't on Shark Tank, which was kind of cool, but she took a business and she went from, $0 in revenue to over it was something crazy, like $20 million in revenue in just a short amount of time. Like, it was just, the numbers were astronomical. And Kevin asked her how she did it. He said, how did you go from nothing to just this crazy huge business? What did you do? And basically this gal said, what I did is every night before I went to bed, I put 3 Post-it notes on my computer that when I opened it up, when I got ready to start the day, I put 3 things on my computer that scared the hell out of me. It scared the shit out of me. And she said, what I did very, very first in the morning, before I did anything else, those 3 things, I got those things done. Those things that I knew that were overwhelming, that I knew that were going to be difficult for me to achieve. I did those 3 things first before I moved on to the day. So and of course, him and Lewis Howes and Kevin O'Leary kind of expanded on this, talking about it. And that's why I'm talking about this morning, because when I heard it, I continually hear people ask me, continually hear the conversation of, well, Josh, how do I get past this? How do I overcome this? And honestly, all it is for most of us is that fear. It's being scared is what's holding us back from actually going out and doing a new show, doing a podcast, building your brand, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations so you can grow, so you can continue to expand. This is something, again, it's at our human nature. It's at our core of who we are. It's how we're designed. That fear is supposed to hold us. It's that fight or flight. But in most situations, sometimes we just let our fear hold us back, whether it's doing a live, whether doing something on Instagram, whether, overthinking what people are going to think about us. And that's the hardest part. For most of us, it's just simply pushing through it. It's overcoming it. It's persevering through the little uncomfortable situation that we may or may not think is actually going to, affect us. So my recommendation, my suggestion, my challenge, if you will, everybody knows that I love to challenge everybody, just beyond comfortability, comfortability. I like the word comfortability. I'm gonna go with that. I like to push you beyond comfort. Is doing that. Do something that scares the shit. Tomorrow, you can do it today. I'd love for you all to do it today. But tomorrow, put a Post-it note on your computer and make it be something that you've been procrastinating, that you haven't wanted to do. Put it on your computer screen and let it be the very first thing that you do. When you get into the office, before you do anything else, go and do that thing. Some people call it eat the frog. Some people say do this, do something that you literally have been dreading for weeks and weeks and weeks. You're like, no, I don't want to do this. Oh, this is hard. This is, I just don't want to. Do it today. I promise you. Again, this gal, this was the secret to her success. This is how she went from 0, to 20 million in 6 months. And again, I'm not saying that in one time, in one day, it's going to change your whole business. But as you start to do those things, as you start to push through that comfort zone, starting to do those things that you're scared of, you're going to get better and better at them. People ask me all the time, well, Josh, how did you get so good at doing live videos? How did you get so good at doing these interviews? I just continue to do them. My very first interview, and actually, Dow's, she's listening right now, so is my team. I want to do that Thursday challenge of doing my very first video to today. My very first video, ladies and gentlemen, was horrible. It was so bad, but I was scared. I'm still scared. When I go live, people are like, oh, you're so comfortable. You're so confident. I just keep pushing through it. I've just done it so many times now. I'm either too numb or too stupid to stop. So I challenge everybody on here today, and share this with somebody else. Tag somebody else. Maybe you know somebody who is being held back, is being scared. They're like, I don't think I can do it. I'm just too nervous. Tag them in this. Let's give them the confidence. Let's give them the courage to push through it. Let's help them push through that fear and really accomplish something. Do what scares the shit out of you. Yes. And again, I know we have a lot of kids listening. My kids hear me say it, but I mean it today. I'm saying this because I want you to really understand that you have to push through. You can. I know you can. I've done it personally. I've seen it within so many other people who have pushed through that fear and just done it. So whatever it is, and it may be small. You may think it's insignificant. Maybe you're like, well, people are going to think it's dumb that's a fear of mine. That's okay. We all suffer from different fears. That's what's so cool is every single one of us as human beings, we're programmed a little bit different. Maybe something you fear is something that I don't fear. Maybe something that I fear is something you don't fear. But that's why we continue to do what we do here at Shred, is to continue to push you, to continue to give you that encouragement, the courage, the expertise and knowledge that you need to go out and do it yourself. Sometimes you just need that motivation. Sometimes you need that little extra push to go out and make it happen. So that's my show. That's my quick little hit today. You guys know I try to keep it simple, try to keep it short, right to the point. So do what scares the shit out of you today. Do it. Get a Post-it note, put it on your computer, and whatever that is, get it done first thing tomorrow morning. Push through the pain and share below. I'd love for you to comment or share below. What is that thing? If you're comfortable, or I don't even care if you're comfortable, post below. What makes you uncomfortable? What do you need to push through to really start seeing success? And again, as this lady shared, or as Kevin O'Leary shared of this lady's business, she continued to do that. That was her secret. That's what made her successful in that 6-month period. She continued to do those 3 hardest things every single moment. She committed to a full, every single day of doing those things. I'm just asking you to do one, because I guarantee if you just start with one, then you can do another, then you can do another, then you can do another, and you can continue to do those things that are holding you back. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show for today. Appreciate you guys joining in, and appreciate, again, for all the youth watching, for all those younger ages, I apologize. We threw some profanity in there today, but that's about as gritty as we get on the show. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we appreciate you. We love you. Now it's time for all of you guys to go shred, go show up, hustle, repeat every day. See you guys. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you again so much for joining us for today's show. If you like the content, make sure you hit that like button below. And if you already haven't subscribed to our channel, click right over here and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to see our latest video, click over here. And again, if you want to see the best of daily content within the mortgage and real estate industries, you have to subscribe now. We look forward to having you shred with us every single day.